photograph. Are you spelling deaf there, lads? DEF. So, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Good tune there. No snobbery. Not on this show, mate. How are you? Hello. We said right. Is this interesting broadcasting? Honestly, got nothing to beat though. There's nothing to beat. The shit that I see that's being broadcast at the moment in the name of entertainment. I mean, from, shows that, fair enough, they used to be studio shows with a lot of effort and stuff, and now they're put together on Zoom. Right, that's fair enough. But it's like everyone's having a go now, aren't they? Some people are having a second bite at the cherry. They can't believe their luck. They've got we'll have you on. Fucking hell. So we're really milking one idea on Twitter. Again, nothing wrong with that. Whatever gets you through. I told you I finished The Last Dance. Brilliant. Just give the Emmy. Just give that the Emmy. Oh, Emmys. I've got no chance of an Emmy. It started coming through, like people ask me to do this podcast for like Emmy consideration. Afterlife has no chance. No chance at all. Because it's going to be there's the same sort of 5 big network shows that are going to be nominated. They're like a juggernaut, a machine. 6,000 Emmy voters. Why are they going to vote for me? Particularly after the Golden Globes. They all hate me. Yeah. He said we're all disgusting. Should we vote for his Netflix show? No, let's not. Also, I think people will go, this isn't a comedy. It's not people talking in a funny voice and falling over. There's no laughter. There's a man who's sad. I can't believe I've been nominated as many times as I have in the Emmys. Was it 24 times for writing, directing, things like extras, Derek, stand-up. I tell you, I've got a chance of another nomination. Writing my monologue for the Golden Globes again. I've had a couple of nominations for that, so that might get me another nom. Who cares? So if any Emmy voters are watching, vote for me. Be on the right side of history. It doesn't matter. You realise it's very exciting still. And the first time you get nominated for anything or win anything, you think, "Oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever." And then when you see the idiots who get nominated, like it's not that special. And the idiots who fucking vote, and the reasons people vote for things and stuff. But it's nice. It's always nice to be around in the mix, to still be there. I'm talking like I'm dead. This is me writing my own obituary. Yeah, good innings. He was always around. He always got nominated and did a bit of everything. Didn't he? He wrote a little bit and directed and acted. Did a stand-up. Did some children's books. Yeah, he had a good lazy bastard. He liked to drink. He was a nice lad. He stayed normal. Wasn't a nonce. Didn't kill anyone. Paid his taxes. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad for a top entertainer. Yeah, that'd do. Be long on the gravestone, wouldn't it? That'd be a long. God, Lou did lots of great stuff. Um, didn't kill anyone. Not a nonce. Paid his taxes. I'll be happy with that. Had a laugh. Any questions? Quimmy Savile. Someone just said Quimmy Savile. Oh, the other day when I explained to Americans who the outtakes where Ratty and the Nonce were shouting out nicknames like Quimmy Savile, Michael Parkin Bum, and all that. What was the other one? Howard Shitmum. I explained who they were, and I felt bad after, but I lumped in Michael Parkinson with Jimmy Savile and Harold Shipman. Right, now Harold Shipman was a murderer. Jimmy Savile was the world's most prolific nonce. Right, Michael Parkinson didn't do anything wrong. He's a nice man, at the top of his game. He was our greatest interviewer. I wasn't I I wasn't suggesting that he was in the same company as those two. I should make that clear. I've probably made it worse. What else has happened? Thanks for watching Afterlife 1 and 2, and the Willoughbys. That really took off. That yeah, done really, really well, according to Netflix. So I don't know if that's a reflection of lockdown, where people just like get their kids and watch this film, watch this film, watch it again. But yeah, incredible all around the world. My first animated feature as one of the producers. So I'll do that again. That lot of work takes 3 years from beginning to end. Getting everything together, all the casting, but it takes a long time. But it's probably actually less work for me to do a voice and be involved than if it was a live action. Anything can happen. Obviously, the real work is for the animators and the director of all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it takes a long fucking time. Never did Jamie Redknapp. Jamie Redknapp. Well, his name wasn't changed, and he's an ex-footballer who, as far as I know, has done nothing wrong either. These are just people asking me. I'm not just suddenly just shouting things out. Like, this is a man. What will they think of this, right? What if they found all these things like in 10 years' time and people didn't know the lockdown or why I was doing this? It just looks like the ramblings of a madman. And in 10 years' time, I probably will have lost my mind. I will be somewhere in a home somewhere. So they go, oh, that was the beginning of it. Just so he'd be sitting there talking to himself, drinking beer, going, Jamie Redknapp. Right, and then go, there's a cock in a drain. Maybe someone should do the best of. And by the best of, I mean the worst of these. Someone should put together the shittest, most mental, awful, banal moments of this. And I send it off. I say, can I do this? I want to do this show. Everyone's getting shit telly shows from doing this sort of shit. Where people are desperate. Absolute bollocks is getting made. So someone compile a 2-minute sizzle reel of the worst of these. Oh dear. How long's that? 13 minutes. Fucking hell. We're not shit to say. Who cares? Where did I watch Bowie and Live Aid 35 years ago? In our shitty little flat on a tiny little television. I had like a coat hanger for an aerial, It was about that big. Right? The flat it's the tiny little room that I talk about where I could open the fridge from the bed. Horrible, shitty place, dodgy landlord, just horrible. And a telly that it was like the picture. You had to wiggle the coat hanger thing to try and get it. It was like, it's like three pictures superimposed. Watching snooker was fucking terrible. It honestly, it looked like atoms and wax. It's just about 1,000 balls and black and white, of course. So yeah, and I remember Bowie coming out, and it was incredible. If I remember right, he gave up a bit of his time to show a video when I had like a certain amount of time or 4 songs, and he said, show an important video on some of mine. Yeah, and I think that's when the world also looked at Queen in a different way, didn't they? That was their big. I mean, they're already huge, but their huge global break when everyone just thought, "Oh, Queen are amazing." I hope that answers your question. Yeah, I should do something else in animation. I think I'm really getting into that. It's good that. I mean, some of the best animation is absolutely brilliant. It's just things you obviously can't do. But I do like working with actors. I like that realism as well. What else? Queen stole that show. Oh, yeah. Pretty good. Bowie as well. Was it Friday, isn't it? Yeah. Is it another bank holiday, isn't it? How many have they had in May alone? That's a lot, isn't it? I've enjoyed doing this though. It's been nice, just chatting. No pressure. Who gives a fuck? It's been like just chatting to. You don't get to do this sort of thing. Even in interviews, you're trying to be articulate and talk in sound bites and answer the question. And sometimes the questions are shit. Whereas this, I don't know. As I say, it's like a man in a padded cell. Just talking to I don't know who I'm talking to, really. I'm talking to you lot, but I don't know you, do I? Do you ever play darts? I used to love darts, yeah. I wasn't good. I never understood with darts. Right? You practice, obviously, I get that. But then you practice, and then you sort of get what you're aiming for. You get, 320s, the odd treble, right? And all that. And then one day you try and get the 20 and you get a 1 and then a 5. And then I go, what? Why? I just did it. It wasn't luck. Why can't I do it every time? So that annoyed me. Your favourite vacation spot? Well, not that we've had a vacation for 20 years. Although flying around the world doing these gigs, I always make sure. Well, one, I choose the nicest places in the world. Obviously, the most beautiful capital cities, and cities in America and Canada I want to go to. So we spend some time there. So they're sort of little vacations. Even though I'm working, it's not like work, is it? It's fun. But the last time I had a week off and sat by a pool or a beach or something, which I need to do, that's like 25 years ago. We always liked Italy. Yeah, went there a few times. But obviously, no one's having a vacation yet. Everything's postponed, isn't it? It's my birthday soon. Postpone it. And I can stay 58. Until I celebrate my birthday, I'll stay 58. 58. Fucking hell. Doesn't feel that. I don't feel 58. I know I look it. If doctors open me up, they go, he's definitely fucking 58. Look at this. Look at that. The fuck is that? That's his liver, right? Oh, fucking hell. That just is that blood? No, it's Cabernet Sauvignon, right? Well, that's fucked. This is his bowel. What the fuck is that? We can't put this back. We can't put this back in. I don't know what doctor's doing that, lifting out my insides and showing it round the theatre, making the nurse giggle. Look at that. Doctor, it's fucking hell. Doing a bit with my bits. Oh yeah. I wish I could do that though. I wish you could sort of pay to go in a specialised thing if you go in there, right? And you go in a pod, and first they do they irradiate all the shit, right? You got nothing in there. You got no fucking microbes and that done or sterile or whatever. Not that sort of sterile, you know what I mean? And then they give you some sort of blood transfusion. I haven't got into science, right? And then they do like a colonic, but for everything they somehow, right? They take you all apart, scrub it, right? Wash it under the sink, like wash your liver under the sink, put that back in. Again, I'm not a qualified doctor, right? But that's what I wish they could do. Like we're doctor in the sense of Dr. Frankenstein or Dr. Shipman. Yeah, I wish you could just have like taking your car, do everything. I can change the oil, pump the tyres up, sand down the rust. As good as new. Cheers. But no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Science says you can't do that. And who am I to argue with science? Doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter. It still runs. I still think. I still eat and drink. I'm still working. I'm happy. What does it matter? Just a shell, isn't it? Just a thing. Just a blob of meat for a brain to live in. Again, I'm not a doctor or a poet, but you know what I mean? I'm a big fucking sack of movable meat that thinks. Doesn't matter what this is, does it? It gets me around. These are fucking putting food in my mouth, right? And juggling. They're the two main things, right? It all fucking works. Doesn't matter what it's like until it doesn't work anymore. And I just then stick me in, put fucking wheels on me, put me in I don't know, some sort of bath on wheels and just get me round. I'd carry on doing shit. Oh, there we go. That should go in the. Could that get in the best of? We'll do it in the best of. Look, come on. Tatty bye, everyone. Tatty bye.